Okay, so let's look at, say we've got a failed hook sweep. We can sweep them backwards and get into a leg drag pass position. So, second technique in the system, from double sleeve, feet on hips guard. I move into my spider guard, we'll just start from here. So again, we know if Jason goes hips forward, I just turn it into a tarantula guard, make a grip, then I can make him take a step, and then we can get into all the stuff that we've done before from that position. I can move into X guard, pass the grips, and start to work sweeping options from there, which we covered in the tarantula guard, dumbbells tarantula guard system. But if he doesn't move forward from our position, so say we're here and I've double sleeve, I can continue with the setup into Lasso X Guard. So I will create a weight shift by extending one leg and shortening the other one. If Jason still has the grip with his right hand at my pants, I keep the grip, I kick off at an angle, and when I throw in the lasso, notice the way I'm on my right hip, I don't want him shoulder crunching that down, so I just turn to face him. Detail, I'm keeping my fist in my own thigh, so he can't pull his hand back again to shoulder crunch. And my left foot is tight under his armpit. Once I'm here, now we need some kind of control on this leg. To keep things simple, if that foot's close enough, I'll just go down and make the grip here. Foot comes on the mat, and then I make him bring his head over mine. Once I'm there, notice the way my head's in front of Jason's. I'm going to turn perpendicular to him, put a footlock grip on. First hook that comes in is the one from the outside. And again, if I feel that I haven't the space to bring this in because Jason's legs are quite close together, I can push on this leg to create the space with my lasso hook. I thread this one through, and then this one comes to here. Okay, maybe I can't get his hand on the mat, if that makes sense, because I need to get his hand on the mat before I switch to the hook to put him down. So if he's posturing from this position and I can't get his hand on the mat, we're going to put all the weight on that right leg and make this left leg light. How are we going to do that? I just stretch him away. Now from there, I can feel there's a lot less weight on this. So now I just swim it underneath. I'm bringing it up towards my shoulder. And once I have it on my shoulder, then I'm going to pass it over my head. So I keep that grip and I just bring it to this side. Now I'm going to switch grips. So from our position, my right hand lets go of his leg and grabs the pants. My left lets go of his wrist and grabs the inside at the pants at the back of the knee. If you notice, I'm really in the leg drag position. It's just Jason's on top of me. I got to bring them backwards. So from that position, I'm just sweeping him to his butt. Okay, I'm going to pull his left leg to my left hip. And then I just windshield wiper my feet. So from there, it's just left foot comes on top as right swims underneath. And now I'm pulling him up, finding that collar. Just scoot this way, bro. And now I'm moving into the leg drag pass position. So option one, from here, if I want side control, the grip will be on the collar coming over the arm. And now from here, I'll move into side control. Or option two, I have that grip. Instead of coming over the arm, I'm going to come under the arm of that nape of the neck grip. And now as I move towards him, notice the way I have the underhook. I can sure sit on my hip, step over. And now from here, rolling across, and I'm on the back. So, let's get another angle on that. So we're in our position from double sleeve, feet on hips guard. I switch to spider guard. Anytime he brings his foot in, that could become a tarantula guard and I can make grips and stuff. So, I create a weight shift by straightening one spider hook and shortening the other one. To break the grip, I keep the sleeve grip, I kick that off, throwing in the lasso, but making sure the detail was turning to face him again. Again, that fist is in my thigh. so he can start initiating the pass. My lasso hook is deep under his armpit with my foot L-shaped. And now this time, this foot wasn't close enough for me to grab. And again, I don't have the angle to put in the De La Riva hook, so I can make a hook and just sort of pull it forward slightly, and then I'll move my head and put in the De La Riva hook. So now I can let go and he can't withdraw his leg, so I make that initial grip. But if it's close enough to grab from the start, you don't need to put in the butterfly hook or the De La Riva hook. Now I just put my foot on the mat. Again, I want to be in front of Jason. Okay, and now I just create that weight shift by bringing his head over mine. Again, I put the footlock grip in, I can stretch him out a little bit and start working Lasso X Guard. The goal now is to get his hand on the mat, but now he's posturing. So I feel that pathway of sweeping over his right shoulder isn't going to work, so now we're thinking about taking him to my right onto his butt into a leg drag pass. How are we going to initiate that? I need to get this leg on my shoulder, and then I need to get it over the top of my head as into like a reverse X lasso guard. So from here, all I do is I put the weight on his right leg. It's hard to see it visually, but Jason's left leg is a lot lighter now. And now I'll swim my hand under and start to bring it over my head. So it's just that pass there. Again, from there, he's probably going to be trying to posture. Yeah. So now he switch grips. Right lets go of the leg and grabs the pants. Left lets go of the wrist, and I grab the back of his leg. And now I'm pulling him onto me, and then I kick him off. I don't want Jason hip escaping this way, so I'm pulling his left leg to my hip, and now from there I find the collar, and I'm kicking out with my left leg and building a base from my left hip to my left knee. Again, if I'm taking the back, I'll probably make a kickstand here, so his hip is off the mat. I'll look for that nape of the neck grip, which means I'm coming under the arm. And now from there, I'll just start to chair sit. Notice the way I have the underhook with my left arm. I can set my foot over and then drag him across my hips. And now we're on the back. Let's get another ankle on that. So, from feet on hips guard, double spider, create the weight shift. If he's got grips on the pants, we break that grip, lasso, turn to face him. And then it becomes just a pathway. Can I grab this? If it's back a little bit, I'll make a hook, pull it forward, and then chop in the De La Riva hook. So now I can grab it. Foot comes on the inside, make him bring his head over mine, and then I put in Lasso X Guard. If I can get this hand on the mat, it's your Lasso X Guard hook sweep. Jason's posturing. So now from here, we need to make this leg light. So it's just this lengthening of my X. And again, all the weight's on his right leg and his left leg's light. So now I can let go and start to swim it underneath. And from there, I make a grip and just basically pass it over my head. Once I have it on my head, more than likely Jason's still trying to posture from this position. Notice the way the lasso still keeps him. He can't posture up straight. Try to posture up straight. The way the lasso keeps him bent over. Now I switch my grips. So this hand that had the back of the knee finds the pants of the belt. I let go of the wrist, and now I'm in the back space. Okay, we covered this in the underhook De La Riva guard system. Okay, so similar concepts, just a different system. So now from here, I'm going to bring Jason to the mat. Here. Watch what I'm doing with my legs. Left leg kicks out this way as right circles underneath. So it's that. And now I need to fill that space. Again, it's all about me getting past that knee line. Jason wants to hip escape this way. Yes, take it back a step. So I want to make sure that even if I can't, sometimes I'll grab the collar to pull myself up. But if Jason's hand fighting and not letting me pull the collar, I can just grab the pants, try to hip escape, bro. And now I'll build a base from my hip to my elbow or my hand. And now I'm moving into the leg drag position. Just butt scoop this way. Let's just look at side control from here. More than likely he's framing. So now my arm's coming across. If I want the back, it comes under. If I want the front, it's here. Notice the way I've got control of the far lapel from there. And now I'm just pulling myself in. Elbows coming to the mat. I've got head control. I'm hip to hip. And now 100 kilos. So that is sweeping him into the back space off a failed hook sweep, using a leg drag into side control, or getting to the back.